Today, Dayton filed suit against the Eagle Bridge Company to recover damages experienced by the Dayton Water Department on February 13th, 2019 from a substantial water break. Eagle Bridge had contracted with Montgomery County to demolish and replace the Kiwi Street Bridge, and the line in question is immediately adjacent to the bridge in question. Eagle Bridge's construction activity on the river and failure to protect the bank of the river caused erosion that led to the dislodging and breaking of a 36-inch water main. Eagle Bridge was specifically informed of the location of the water main as it was included in the construction drawings for the contract. Eagle Bridge did not properly design or install the causeway and did not properly armor the embankment, resulting in excessive erosion, dislodging the water main, resulting in a loss of water pressure and loss of service to nearly 400,000 customers. Eagle Bridge Company's actions caused the Dayton Water Department extensive damage. Not just the 14 hours of all hands on deck in response to finding the water main and isolating it, also the cost of the actual repair and the irreparable damage done to Dayton Water Department's reputation. Fundamentally, it simply isn't fair for the city's ratepayers to bear the cost of this repair and this damage clearly caused by Eagle Bridge Company. Dayton attempted to resolve this issue without litigation. In June of 2019, we sent a demand letter to Eagle Bridge Company's insurance company. Subsequently, the insurance company requested backup documentation, information, a substantial amount of which we provided to the company in December of 2019. On June 5th of this year, we received a letter from the insurance company denying any liability, to which we categorically disagree. That concludes my statements, and we'll follow with any questions you have for me or Mr. Musto.
So the company never came back at all with any offer, even less than originally asked?
The company's insurance company denied the claim. It was a carpet.
But they never came back with a lower.
No, they didn't come back. They said
just came back with one blanket.
They denied it.
Is this typical for when a lawsuit is filed that the accusee, the litigator, I guess at this point would be the insurance company, right? The city of Dayton is basically accusing them of damages.
The city would be suing Eagle Bridge Company.
Right. Is it typical for their insurance company to deny the claim until it goes to court, or is that what they're waiting for?
That frequently happens. We've had a number of lawsuits over the years, and usually there's a blanket denial before litigation, and then usually the lawsuit's settled during litigation.
If you can say or mention it, what was the illegal settlement for they were agreeing to settle for if they were doing it?
I'm sorry?
Was that company allegedly willing to take fault in the action and then they changed their mind for some reason?
No, in this particular case, they've denied liability.
At this point, how much is the city trying to retain from the insurance company?
The demand, the demand is listed in the complaint is in excess of $2 million.
What is the reputation worth of this?
I'm sorry?
What is the reputation worth of the water department?
So, with the Dayton Water Department, before this incident, the Dayton Water Department had an unblemished record going back over 100 years. The Dayton Water Department is constantly trying to expand to additional clients, which both will improve their financial situation and reduce the rates for Dayton's tax ratepayers. And so this negatively impacts the ability for the Dayton Water Department to go get new ratepayers when you have a water outage like this.
So can you put a price tag on that, or would that be just left up to a jury?
You do your best to calculate the damages for that. You have an expert that puts that forward, and that's up to the jury to make a final determination.
Have you had that expert run those numbers yet?
We have a rough idea of those numbers. We have not done discovery yet in this litigation, so once we do discovery and go further, we'll have a better idea.
So sorry, so are you saying that because of this incident, this will cost taxpayers money if you're not able to reclaim the money from this lawsuit?
Ratepayers.
Ratepayers. So our customers would essentially bear the brunt of the repair costs.
So homeowners, businesses?
Correct.
Okay.
Since this affected people in different cities and municipalities, if I said that correctly, would that be a low figure as far as the city of Dayton is concerned? I mean, we're talking about Montgomery County. I mean, there were a lot of businesses that also had to close because they had no water. $1 million we consider low?
We can only sue for the damages experienced by the actual municipality of the city of Dayton. We can't bring claims on behalf of other individuals that may have experienced loss.
So if there are other cities, townships that will cause damage because of this water failure, so they have to file their own lawsuit?
I'm not representing that. I can't comment on that.
Well played, John.
When do rates go up?
The City of Dayton's Water Department does rate adjustments based on capital investments, actual costs, all of those things on an annual basis. This particular incident wouldn't necessarily individually determine what an increase might be, but it would certainly be a contributing factor.
Okay, so rates have not gone up since this water crisis because of it?
Not simply because of this incident.
But it's something that...
It's a factor among many that determines what the actual cost to the customers is.
Okay.
If the city is able to recoup losses from this insurance company, will that offset some of the increases that will be due to citizens that report involved?
So the money, because the water department's a separate revenue generating department, the money that would be recouped from this would go back to the water department and be used for other expenses, potentially for additional expansion, for increases in efficiency. I mean, just basically, they would use the money for the water department to better the department, make the department more efficient, and to cover the costs that they've incurred so far.
Short answer is yes.
Yes.
And since you're representing the city of Dayton, in your history of being an attorney, and I stand corrected if I'm wrong, have you ever heard of a case such as this taking place?
When you say we've been involved in numerous cases where we sue individuals that cause damage to the city to recoup those expenses.
I mean, to this degree.
Well, we just settled for $10.5 million with the Stony Hollow Landfill and Waste Management the other year.
Congratulations, sir.
So the city didn't have insurance for this, that the city's insurance company didn't go out for their insurance company.
The city, as a political subdivision of the state of Ohio, is generally self-insured, so the city doesn't have specific insurance that covers this.
Apparently, you're releasing a complaint that the contract with the bridge company was with Montgomery County, and the contract specified, the company was supposed to do certain things, obviously, to make their causeway, so it would be safe, right, to not damage anything. How come the city didn't name Montgomery County as a defendant in the lawsuit?
The main issue here is the design of the causeway and the failure to armor, to basically put rock and other items to protect the levee along the side of the river. Both of those two things were obligations of Eagle Bridge under the contract. They designed the causeway, and they're also responsible for putting the armor in. So that's why we have brought the claim against Eagle Bridge Company.
Okay, but the county didn't enforce the contract, right?
The county did enter into a contract with
But they didn't enforce it. So why is not the county being held partially to blame?
Well, the city has brought this claim against Eagle Bridge because they designed it and they installed it. So they're the primary party. That's why I brought it against them.
So the county doesn't have any culpability at all?
I'm not here to comment about the county and comment about the particular lawsuit. And lawsuit we brought against Eagle Bridge.